If you want to become a successful trader, you must have a trading routine. Trading routine is like setting up a plan for your trading day with 3 important parts: the before, the during, and after. Before you start trading, it will be very helpful to find ways to calm down and get focused. If you're feeling too stressed or excited, it will affect your trading decisions. Also, have a list of trades you're interested in. It will boost your chances of doing well. While you're trading, it's a good idea to pick certain times to do it. It will help you to avoid getting overwhelmed and losing your focus. Remember, there is a limit on how much we can concentrate. After you're done trading, find ways to relax and get off any stress. Going for a walk or doing some exercise will help you. You can also look back at your trading day, write down what went well and what you want to improve for the next trading day. Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci'S.com here. Thank you very much for joining another weekly edition, my top stocks to watch for the coming week. Without any further ado, please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends. Let's see my top stocks to watch. We have the weekly on the right side, we have the daily on the left side. Always zoom in, zoom out to get a better point of view of price action. We had earnings gap, very bullish to the upside. 18 now is the resistance. If we zoom out to the weekly, we can clearly see that the 18 area, very tough resistance since beginning of June. So by natural things for price action, I'm waiting for a day or two closing above the 18, and then we have 1970 to the upside. Above it, we have 22 and 25 as next potential resistance for future price action. CVNA, Carvana, few weeks, sliding back down. If we zoom out, we can see that this purple trend line goes all the way back to August of 2021. Each and every time price reached, got rejected also in the past few weeks. So on the weekly, we are waiting for a weekly close above this purple trend line. On the daily, we can see 37 to the downside, tough support. Major support, important support, call it whatever you want. It's very important support. It's also the 50% retracement. We had uptrend, retracement, 50%, and we have the 41. Fibonacci tells us 41, very tough resistance since beginning of August. So on the daily, 2 days above this area, we are heading towards 47.50 and then 53 and 57 to the upside. We also have this trend line over here that will become a very tough resistance. So pay attention for price, follow price, use Fibonacci levels and trend lines as your guide for future price action and your risk management. Of course, everything you see and hear on my channel is for educational purposes only. Always do your own due diligence. Never follow blindly anyone on social media, and it doesn't matter how many followers or subscribers they have. It's your money. Take care of your money. No one else will do it for you. This name in the past several weeks, we have been waiting for a bounce of the trend line because we had several dojis in decision, but this trend line held, and we've been waiting for a bounce. And this previous week, we got this bounce. Now, closing above the 2140. Next, we can take Fibonacci. 1877 is the support. Next is the 2530 on the weekly. On the daily, we are expecting continuation towards this upper blue trend line. Good momentum from the market will help also. PEP, PepsiCo. On the weekly, we have trend line that is holding the higher lows since March of 2022. Now we have a doji of a trend line. Let's see continuation above it. We can take Fibonacci on the daily. Swing low, swing high, and let's see where is the next resistance. 181.60. Above it, we can take long. Of course, it's only my opinion. As you can see, we have also this trend line. So 2 or 3 days above this trend line, I prefer also a close above the 181.60 and then we have all the levels for future resistance. FLYW, Flywire Corporation, we can see on the daily 32, very tough resistance. Why? It was a very important level of support, resistance over here. So now also once again resistance, long above it, using Fibonacci levels as our risk management. On the weekly, we can clearly see trend lines helps us to identify the road for future price action. And as long as price is inside this channel, holding this red trend line, higher lows since November 2022, we are good to go. Long KHC, the Kraft Heinz company. Weekly, zoom out, you can see all this area between the 33 and the 34, very important level of support. Over here, here and here. If you go further back, this area was a very tough resistance. So now, what do we have here? Once again, downside, doji. Now, the doji, as we all know, is the most significant signal in candlestick analysis, in price action, that we might have a bounce and a trend reversal, in this case, to the upside. Now we drill in, zoom in to the daily. We take Fibonacci, swing high, swing low. We are waiting for a daily close above 34. And then we have all the levels to the upside for future resistance. Coin 72 is holding. Now we have a doji. Let's see if coin can close above 77.64, and then we have all the levels for future resistance. Short continuation below 72. We have all the levels to the downside for future support. SBUX, zoom in and zoom out. We have on the weekly, we can take Fibonacci from here, and as you can see, we had an uptrend, retracement, 618, together with this trend line. Let's see if this trend line together with the 94 will hold long above 97 on the weekly. On the daily, zooming in, we have two consecutive dojis off a trend line. We can start our long position above 96. We have all the levels to the upside as futures resistance, and we can use this trend line together with the 93 as our risk management. If you want to take your trading journey to the highest level, really understand with high probability where price might be heading next, first, check the Fibonacci's playlist, Academy playlist, free videos. Start there before you take any other course or any other mentorship or any other paid services. Fibonacci Academy playlist, 25 or 26 videos on how to become a better trader each and every day, technical side and on the psychology behind trading. If you want to take your trading journey to the highest level and with the highest probability, really understand where price might be heading next on the daily and the weekly, day trading, crypto, forex, stocks or ETF, it doesn't matter because it all comes down to candlestick analysis. Check the links in the description below. One-on-one mentorship program, live or same program, pre-recorded. Both programs, we have special discounts until the end of August and with a guarantee for lifetime access, support, guidance, and all Discord channels. CROX, trend line, holding a support for the lower lows, which means we are still in a downtrend. Since April, we are in a downtrend. Zoom out, we can see downtrend. But now we have a doji with an inside candle holding above the 91, 92 area. Look left. This area was a very important level of support during the end of 2022. Now let's see a bounce. I'm waiting for a close above 102 and then we can take long towards this gap at the 118. GM, General Motors, and the weekly doji, 2 consecutive dojis of a very important level of support. This 31 area is a support since June of 2022. Each and every time price reached this area with a doji, as you can see here, doji bounce, doji bounce, doji bounce. Now, once again, 2 consecutive dojis. We are looking for this bounce at least towards 41. Why 41? Look left. This will be a very tough resistance. So from 33, if we will take long above 34, 34.50 towards 41, it can be a very nice swing idea. You can take also Fibonacci, swing low, swing high, where price might be heading next. No need to guess. We have all the levels. So above 34, we have all the levels to the upside and for future resistance, and we have all the levels to the downside to manage our risk according to these supports. GNRC, zoom in, zoom out. On the weekly, we have trend line that holds the higher lows since December. We have a doji bounce, doji bounce. Now, let's see if we can get the same bounce towards 130. Above 130, we are heading straight towards the upper trend line. We can take Fibonacci on the daily, swing low, swing high, and then on the daily, we can see that the 118, you can take Fibonacci also from a gap. Now, you can see 118 tough resistance. We can start long above it, but take under consideration also the downside. We can have also a double bottom scenario. So wait and see how GNRC is reacting to the 118 and the 121 area. CRS on the daily, retracement, sideways move, lower highs, lower lows. We are waiting for a break above this short-term downtrend channel. On the weekly, we can see 56 area, very important level of support. It was resistance, now support. Long, in my opinion, only above 61. ISRG, once again, if we zoom out to the weekly, we can clearly see a road for future price action. Since October 2022, ISRG is in an uptrend. Now, once again, retraced all the way back to this lower trend line. Now, let's see, bounce continuation. We can take Fibonacci on the weekly. We can take Fibonacci on the daily. It all comes down to the time frame that you are trading. Long continuation above 298, 2-3 days above it, using this trend line as our risk management. You can also go zoom in to the daily. It all comes down to which time frame you are trading. We can take it from here, swing low, swing high, swing low, above 298, look left, this area, very important level of support. Now it is resistance. So 1-2 days above it, then we have 310 and all the levels to the upside and all the levels to the downside. We have also a gap over here. So pay attention for short potential. Short below 282 towards 270, closing this gap. It all comes down to Fibonacci, multi-time frames, trend lines. That's it. No other indicators are truly needed. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends. Don't forget to check the links in the description below for more educational resources. Until the opening bell, Enjoy the rest of your weekend.